down LA. I don't think it is. You tell us. 877-99 on the Fox. We'll continue your call with Lincoln Kennedy. I'm Andy Furman on Fox Sports Radio, XM 169.
Check.
Puts it up and in. It's that time of the year. We're getting set for March Madness. 18-footer, good! We'll have all the action. The fast break layups, the three-pointers. Ball back up for 3 more.
All right, here we go.
We'll break it down for you. My goodness! We are Fox Sports Radio.
KBME Houston. This is Sports Talk 790. Live from the Bud Light Studios.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time.
Sports, rap. Come on. Then it goes a little something like this.
Everything sports culture.
Sports, rap.
Sports, sounds, and sneakers.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And now,
Sports, rap.
Sports Rap Live with Adam Rapp, Andrew Martinez, Martinez, and DJ Guns.
Go ahead and talk.
Welcome to Sports Rap Live, Sunday Wrap Up, everybody, from Junction Bar and Grill in the shadow of downtown Houston, Texas, where they have some of the best bar food in H-Town, most beautiful wait staff, coldest drinks around, and have 42 screens of live sports action. All the live sports action you can handle right here at Junction Bar and Grill. And of course, if you can't join us here at Junction, you can get in on any of the action tonight by calling the Ghost Pepper Hotline at 713-212-5790.
You want to have a fun day? Eat one of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. Or actually feed your date some of those things. That would be a fun date for sure.
It'll be a really quick date.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's for sure.
You ain't getting none.
Nope.
No, absolutely not. Well, you're going to get some here tonight on Sports Rap Live as we take you around the world of sports, sounds, and sneakers. And as always, it's brought to you by Diamond Supply Co. and DiamondSupplyCo.com, where the brand new Spring 2 will be dropping very, very soon at a retail outlet near you. I think they had some of the early releases online and at the shop on Fairfax at 451 North Fairfax, just down the street from Flight Club. We had our good friend Bobby from Flight Club join us. That was a great look, man. Had no idea he was in town. I know he's from H-Town and has some family here, so it was good to have him on the table. And we're going to open up the rap sheet tonight with our good friend Mo Bob from Slam Magazine and SlamOnline.com for his thoughts on the second half sprint to the finish of the NBA shortened season. And we're basketball heavy as always at this time of year as we march right into the madness. And tonight, the Martinez Report is going to set you up just like a nice Blake Griffin dunk from Chris Paul as the Clippers play the Rockets here on the TV behind us. He's going to set you guys up in about 45 minutes. All the conference tournament talk you can ever imagine, as well as the recap of Duke, North Carolina, and Kentucky basically taking care of business in their own conference as they head into the conference tournaments this week.
Can't wait.
I know you can. We can't wait for all the March Madness action that's going to be on Sports Talk 790.
Can't wait.
All the way through the Final Four in New Orleans, where you'll find us out there on Radio Row. Some of us at least will be out there representing Sports Rap Live. We're excited about that. Maurice, you go out to Final Four much? Have you been out there to cover any of those games?
I may be up to Final Four this year. My editor-in-chief's going for sure. We'll see.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of talent to scout as Andrew has told us. You know, that draft board kind of fluctuates with some of the talent. You know, one week you might think, hey, it's going to be the best draft ever. And then the next week with some of the performances we've seen over the regular season, it just doesn't seem the same.
But, you know, Stock, I'm sure you know better than anyone else that as soon as March Madness hits and that tournament comes back up, everyone's stock who has good performances starts to go back up for better or for worse. So
this is where people make their bones. You know, this is where they go into playoff lore. They do well in March Madness, and they go on the way to the title. That's what happened to Kemba Walker.
Derek Williams too. He got his stock way up last year from the performances he had.
He sure did. Well, and Kemba Walker, you know, he's in a tough spot right now because that Charlotte team sure really is kind of in the witness protection program, and so is Michael Jordan this season.
Darren Williams scored 57. That's more people. That's more points than people in the stands.
Ooh.
That's about right.
That was tonight?
Yeah.
57?
He just scored 57.
Breaking news right here on Sports Rap Live from Maurice Bob, of course. Wow. So that was this evening. There was a lot of action today, Maurice. I know you say you don't get out much on Sundays because this time of year, there ain't nothing to watch but basketball all day long.
Oh, yeah, just watched the Mass Mamba get revenge on D-Wade and the Heat.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Yeah, Andrew's on the Kobe
That's
system.
right, I'm on the Kobe system.
He sure is.
You're welcome.
Well, Maurice, you were out there in Orlando, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I want to recap some of what you saw out there. We ran into you Friday night at the airplane hangar out there at the Orlando Executive Airport for the Dwight Howard Adidas party, which when Young Jeezy came out at 2 a.m. and there was about 13 of us left there, that was when the party really got started, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot of people kind of in the wing that you didn't know about. Did you know Wale was there?
We saw Wale all weekend.
Yeah, he was just in the corner just chilling. But that night was wild because we were hanging out with Derrick Rose's brother. And Derrick Rose's brother just broke to us right then that he had signed that sneaker deal.
Right.
And that's how my boy Agri was able to break that story. And then Woj just took it over, but he broke that story right there when we were hanging with Derrick Rose's brother. It was wild. They were partying like crazy because his little brother just signed a multi-million-dollar deal. I mean,
you're talking what? 3 times 4? What is that? 12 figures? 12 figures? Seriously?
That's not rich, that's wealthy.
Yeah.
That's not rich, that's wealthy.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, Maurice, so Saturday, I know you covered a lot of the action there for All-Star Saturday with the skills competition, with the dunk competition. Of course, they had the Jordan experience going on over at the Rec Center there in Orlando. Tell us a little bit about your Saturday.
Well, Saturday we were at the arena all day. Saturday I started out going to Dwayne Wade's charity function. His Wade's World did something with the Tangelo Park kids. They presented a check. He had Estelle sing at the luncheon. Gabrielle was there, looking beautiful as ever. Wow, she looks really good in person. Yeah, I thought she was good looking on TV, but in person, wow. So we got a chance to chop it up with D Wade. He's really strong in initiatives with kids. I mean, he loves kids, so he's always finding time to give back. I think he had 3 different events over the weekend. It's charity events. Yeah, bouncing. I got a chance to talk to him, and he gave us his favorite slam covers. His favorite was Flashpoint. When he was on the cover, and then outside of him, his favorite was the Afro Allen Iverson Soul Glow cover. So
you said Soul Glow?
Yeah, Soul Glow cover.
Get the activator going.
By the way, have you heard that Don Tripp track, Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson, that joint goes hard.
It does.
That goes hard.
It's deeper than just practice.
Is it about bankruptcy?
No.
I hear that he's going to have Allen Iverson actually appear in the video for the song.
Is Allen going to get paid? That's all he cares.
Yeah, well, it came out that Allen's not really broke.
Really?
His financial advisors set aside $30 million, and they kind of give it to him. No, seriously. I mean, really? They did their job. He only gets an allowance each year, and then when he reaches a certain age, then the trust is broken up, and he can get the rest of the money. But he paid some financial advisors, and they really did their job. I mean, he's got like $31 million just sitting back.
That was a good investment, hiring those guys.
Yeah, he's not as broke as we originally thought.
Yeah. Well, good for him.
Absolutely good for him.
I will stop making those
jokes. He can buy more bling.
Hopefully he gets some of the royalties. Yeah, he can get some of the royalties off this Don Tripp track. Well then, okay, so what did you think about the dunk competition? We got to ask you, man, because, it started off big, and I saw some of your tweets, and then it was kind of anticlimactic towards the end.
We just need the stars to be back in the dunk contest. I think at this point, and a lot of the big names, they forget that you have to earn being an NBA player. You know why you get all those millions? Because you draw fans and you create interest. And things like the dunk contest, that's something the fans look forward to all year long. All-Star Saturday night, that's the biggest draw of the whole All-Star weekend. And
I've been dreaming about Jeremy Evans for so long. Oh, Jeremy Evans.
Who is he again? Was he on Good Times?
I don't know. We don't know. We found out the other day he went to Western Kentucky. We didn't know.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, I mean, And for them to not respect that, you know, I think we need to give back to when, you know, stars really appreciated that the fact that they are in the NBA as a privilege, and they've got to give back to the fans. And this is what the fans want. We want to see the big time guys who know can put on a good show get out there and put on a show for us.
Yeah, and then with no judges and leaving it all up to the fan vote, you know, that just changed the whole experience of the dunk contest, because my favorite part used to be watching the judges' reactions, you know, to like, oh, man, you still see the guys sitting in the crowd, but the judges' reactions were some of the best ever when they would have the old dunkers out there.
Yeah, if like Daryl Dawkins thinks it's 10, hey, that's pretty good praise.
Daryl Dawkins' suit was a 10. I don't know if you guys saw the...
I got fouled by Daryl Dawkins' suit when I was going in the tunnel. But, you know, I talked to Blake Griffin, and he kind of gave me his take on why he didn't,
nice.
you know, get in the dunk contest. He was saying where, you know, and I get it, I see it behind the scenes. You don't see what the stars have to do all-Star weekend, make appearances, do this, do that. And he was saying he just didn't have enough time to even relax, because every event that you do, you've got to do all these behind-the-scene ancillary type appearances and things and duties for the NBA. He said if they just scratched all of that and let you just go out there and do it, you know, it would be a lot easier for the players. And I think over the years, the NBA probably has made the players do more events outside of what's really going on the court that we don't see. So, you know, I can understand that part of it, but hey, you got to suck it up.
Thank you very much. I was going to say, you're still getting paid millions of dollars.
Millions.
You know,
I was saying they need to put a bounty out there. Like, you know, throw out like, a couple $1 million, you know? If it was $1 million to the winner, or at least something that the players would all chip in, or maybe something where they're all competing for a financial prize, I think that would kind of get their juices going. Because we know NBA players like to gamble. They like to, you know, bet on things. You know, Jordan, back in the day, we always heard about who's going to get the first bag off the carousel rack for the luggage.
Well, hey, speaking of bounties, the NFL just can't help themselves to keep their name out of our mouths, as the story broke this weekend that Darth Williams had sought the help of Boba Fett to put Favre solo in carbonite forever.
That isn't even, what does that even mean?
We'll get into that.
That was so much code. I don't know.
We will get into that later on, as we put a bounty out on the NFL for all of this hubbub over the weekend on something that's been going on in the NFL for decades now. But hey, Selection Sunday, Andrew, of course, we're going to get into the Martinez report later on. It is next Sunday. It's unbelievable.
It's a week from right now.
We will be at Dave & Buster's on I-10 at the Marquis Center for the unveiling of this year's NCAA bracket. And speaking of brackets, you can go to sports790.com and challenge your favorite 790 personalities.
I'm looking at it right now. It's right on the front banner.
That's right. That's right. You cannot miss it when you go to the homepage. And you're going to challenge your favorite personalities to the competition. Fill out your bracket, and if you win, you could win a game room courtesy of Billiard Factory to host some epic March Madness parties. That, plus we're going to keep our eye on the diamond. We're going to get into our NL East preview at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. So we want you guys to stick around. When we come back, we're going to open up the rap sheet with Maurice Bob and talk some NBA second half right here on Sports Rap Live.
Big show here. Lance.
We got to declare